Good morning, ladies. Okay, I have gone through your test, and if you have any questions on, make sure this is going right. If you have any questions on your tests and want to work through any of your problems, you please reach out. I don't mind doing that. We can set up a Zoom meeting just one-on-one, and I can show you. We can work through those problems. We will see those things again on our final, so please make sure that if you do have questions, please reach out. So please also know that your final will be timed again, and it still will be 2 hours. So if you used all of your 2 hours, then you are definitely going to need to work on your time aspect. So after we do section 14, usually when we're in class, we get to look at some fun things. So we'll look at chapter 13, but also I usually take a day to show you the geometry aspects of SmartBoard. And so if you have a SmartBoard in your classroom or want to integrate that into any of your lessons that you're doing in the education department, then you can utilize that. And so I just want to show you a couple of things. And again, this is not optimal, but I do just want to show you a couple of things on it. So we're going to come right over here to this set of 8 things. And so the first one, the second one over, the first one is your shapes. And so you have quite a few things that you can make. You can make a circle of any distance that you want. You can make a rectangle. Okay? You can make a right triangle. You can make an oval if you're needing that, a square, just an equilateral triangle basically. And then you can also make a half, a semicircle. Now, there are also some other ones that you can make here. Okay, so you have a pentagon, a hexagon, a trapezoid. So you have a non-right triangle, a right triangle. So anything, so you have all these shapes that you can do. Now, with these shapes, let me click off that. With these shapes, you can do several things with them. So when you click on the down arrow of one of your shapes, so first of all, you can show or hide the vertices. So you can show your vertices there just by doing that. So we can show or hide. We can also do interior angles. So if you do interior angles, it will tell you the angle. So over here on the triangle, if you show the interior angles, it's going to tell you what your angles are there for you. Okay, so you can do something like that. I'm not sure on your circle. The only thing that you can do on your circle is divide your shape. Okay, and the great thing is you can divide it in how many ever pieces you want. So if you're trying to make a pie chart or you're trying to show something in that, then you can divide it into, let's say, 6 pieces. You find what keyboard I'm working on here. You can either show the fraction or not show the fraction, but it will divide that into pieces for you. Okay. You can also click on one of the pieces and you can color a specific piece. You can click on another piece. So if you're trying to make a spinner, you can do that. You can also, if you're trying to show something, once you separate it out, you can also remove part of the pie. So just know that with your circle and SmartBoard, you can also do that. What else can I show you from there? You can hide the side lengths. So in this case, I think they're in centimeters, so 3.9 centimeters by 2 centimeters. And as you grow, it's going to grow with you. Okay, those side lengths are going to grow with you. So just know that you can also do that. Yep, so we can show side lengths there. Now with an oval, what can we do? We can't do any of those things with an oval. With this one, we can't do any of those things. So only certain shapes can you do things with. So those are kind of the fun things with there. Now, you also have regular polygons, and remember what regular means. Regular means all the sides are the same. So if you're working with polygons and you need regular polygons, then here you have that, where all your sides will be the same no matter what you do. Okay, and they go huge. So here's a little 11-sided figure. So if you're needing something for that, you can go there. You can always click on the object and change the color. Okay, and again, you can show vertices, you can show interior angles, what's going on there, and because it's a regular polygon, all the angles are going to be the same. So you can show things like that. If you want to have the sides different, so you can change them to dotted instead of just solid. You can also change the thickness, so if you need to see anything there for your students. Okay. So those are really some of the geometry things that you can do. Let's see. The other thing that you can do, let me go to a clean page, is if you have a new version, okay, or the student version, you have this little guy right here, okay, and this is your math buttons, and this now comes standard on any SmartBoard that you have. So the first one is graphs, so you can pick what kind of graph that you want, okay. You can do several things with it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. You can show points on there. See if I can graph a point. Oh, you can show the lines, not show the lines. If you have points on the graph, you can find the trend line. You can either take the numbers off or not. You can expand it, condense it, those kind of things. So that's the graph there. You can also make a table. Okay, so anytime you're needing to make a table, the great thing about this table is you can then come over here to math actions and you can generate a graph. So if you're plotting points, okay, so let's say 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so if you click on the graph, it's not what I want. Sometimes you have to highlight it all to get that. You want to go to math actions, and then it's not going to let me. It's very sad. I don't want that. Why does that one? One moment. Not sure why it's not letting me, but you can generate a graph or you can generate a table from a graph. So just know that you have that option there. You can also do an irregular polygon, which means you can make a shape just by clicking points, and so it will make that shape. So, and then fill it in for you. So that's where your irregular polygons come from. And then the next one is the E, okay, the E, and what this is your equation editor. So if you're needing to write some sort of an equation, then sometimes it's temperamental, then you can come in here and do your equation. Okay, and it has all of your math things. And again, double click on it, so it's all your math functions. You can also use this with science if you're needing anything with science. But you can see a lot of this is the same thing that you're using within my math lab. Okay, so I think I've showed everything there. Know that you always have all sorts of pen options that you can use. Okay. I'm not sure I can get the shape recognition to go, but sometimes it did it. Okay, so if you do your shape recognition pen, you can use your pen and, like, I can't draw a circle, I'm doing this with a mouse, but then it draws a circle for me. So if it's close, then it can determine what it is. So this is, again, under pens, and this is the shape recognition pen. Now the magic pen is one that I've kind of never got to work in class, but whoops, but I'm not sure what it just did. But things go away. It will slowly fade away. You just saw it there. if you're working with the magic pen. So one of the things that if you can always write 5, 4, 3, and again I'm writing with a mouse, 2, 1, and then your kids have to be in your seat by the time that the letters disappear. Okay, so that's kind of an incentive in that. So again, that's the magic pen. It's pretty cool. Let's see, you can highlight, you can crayon, there's texture, paintbrush, those kind of things. So you can look through there. You can always change the color of anything. You can always change the thickness and the difference of the line style. So, again, if you have any other questions concerning Blackboard, I would love to, or Blackboard, SmartBoard, I'd love to give you a tutorial. Anytime if there's something that you would like to integrate into a math lesson and want some help with, please reach out. Okay, I used to give SmartBoard lesson training, so please do. You can also find the fun things on what's called, let me find it. No, that's not what I want. No. Okay, it's now called Smart Lab, and so there's a lot of things you can do with that there. So, again, if you have any questions, do please reach out as far as SmartBoard goes. So, and play with it when you're back on campus the next time. And I'm also going to post some handouts, some basic handouts on how to just utilize your SmartBoard for you. So, hope you girls have a good day. I will get Chapter 13 posted. There will be lots of handouts coming from that and then a couple of activities. So, if you have any questions, please reach out.